time to make some pancakes. They're going to be American style, they're going to be fluffy, there's going to be bacon, maple syrup, it's going to be good. First step is to preheat the oven so that we can get the bacon going. If you don't have a really weird eccentric oven like ours, then you want to put it on about 180 degrees C, which is about gas mark 4. Next we're going to sift together the dry ingredients, so that is 135 grams of flour. I'm quite excited about using this new Madonna style sieve. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. Right, and now we're going to do the wet ingredients together. So into a separate jug, got 130 millilitres of milk. Going to stick this egg in and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Now you want to have let this cool slightly, or else if it cooks the egg early, then that can get a little bit rank. So just going to mix this up ever so slightly first, just to break it up before I stick it in the milk. Right, so the egg's in the milk, and now adding in the butter. Try not to make too much of a mess. 2 tablespoons. And give it a mix. Just realised I'm not wearing my apron. Right, I'm going to make a hole in the middle of the dry stuff. And then I'm going to stick in this mixed up buttery, milky, eggy goodness. Now use a fork to mix it up into a thick batter. Right, so you want it to be smooth, so if there are any lumpy bits, just squadge them against the side with a fork and then mix it all in. I'm going to leave it to one side and get the bacon on the go. This is seriously good bacon. Got it from down the road, local farmer, Dave Allen, thank you. Just going to slap it in the middle of the oven. Leave it to do its magic. It's time to get cooking these pancakes. I've actually got some melted butter already left on my pan. It's not non-stick. Ideally you want non-stick, but we don't have one, so we just use more butter. Let that get nice and hot. So I'm just going to give it a last mix, and then I'm going to shove some in. Now the amounts, I think I'm going to go with tablespoons, maybe 1 heaped, tablespoon. See what that looks like. So that was 1 tablespoon. It's now starting to cook nicely. We'll just let it sit there. I'll probably put some more on when it gets a huge pan. But just let there until it starts to bubble on the surface. You don't have to do anything until that happens. So we have bubbles happening on the middle. This is the first one we've done. So I'm just going to have a quick look and see whether I think it's ready-ish to flip. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to go for it. And then what's exciting is when it flips over, it should expand and to puff up. That looks perfect. Right, I think this one's done, so just going to stick it on a plate. Put that somewhere warm. So the final lot of cooking, don't forget the bacon. Oh, wow. Turn that over. A little bit longer. Yum. Right. Get these on the plate, and then we'll get the bacon out. A bit of maple syrup on, if you want to. It is recommended. And enjoy. Forgotten how good these were.